Welcome to Rich Conversations. This is another one of our Rich Reflections sessions where we're going to take about 30 to 50 minutes out of our day to simply just think more intentionally about our own lives. And today I'm in Millennium Park in Chicago. I'm in the shade, so in the shot we don't exactly have the beautiful view of the city. Sorry about that. I decided to prioritize my comfort over the quality of view. Anyways, the reason we're doing this is so that we can be a little bit more clear in the direction we want to be going in life and henceforth the actions to take to get there. It seems small, but doing exercises like this can really help when they accumulate over time. So let's begin with 5 minutes of breathing. I'm going to set a timer here. For 5 minutes. And all we're going to do is just breathe in and out. Nothing complex. Breathe in and out for 5 minutes. Can you handle it? Let's do it. And try to sit up straight with your feet on the floor. Wow, I can feel the mist from the fountains not far away. This is one of those beautiful summer Chicago days, or right before summer in Chicago. You can feel the energy and the sun. Oh, Chicago in the summer is the best. Again, breathing. Let's get back to breathing, and if any thoughts come to mind, just simply let them pass. They're not important right now. All right, 5 minutes. How beautiful. Now just take a notebook out, or a computer, or a phone, or none of it, and just think about these questions and put some thought into your answers. The first question is, what are we grateful for? That's always the best one to start off with, because it sets the tone. It creates the filter in which we experience everything afterwards. Yeah, what are we grateful for? Fresh air. This is some fresh air. Whew. This is that summer air, but also off of Lake Michigan. So you have the sun and the breeze from Lake Michigan creating this aroma, this divine aroma. Now, I'm not a meteorologist, but I'm sure there's a term for that. I'm energized for today. I'm here in the city. I haven't been here in a month, I would say. The weather's way better. 70s. Again, it's like being downtown Chicago in the summer on a sunny day. Like, it's just unbeatable, undefeated. Now I have some espresso from Fairgrounds Coffee. It's on the first floor of the Chicago Athletic Association, which is one of my favorite places in the city. Now, this espresso, believe me, I've tried a lot of espresso, and this, I think, is the strongest. Got a double espresso from Fairgrounds. It's the strongest anywhere. Very distinct. I don't know what specifically it is. But yeah, it will awaken you. It's a good area to people watch. People are energized to be here. And that's what I love, is being places where people also want to be there. So the second question is, where do you want to be? Now you can take that in any direction you would like. Your choice, your freedom. It could be a physical place. It could be a place in the future. It could be a general space. It could be a geographical place. I don't know. Right now, I randomly thought about my friend Tim James. He's a paleontologist, archaeologist, and he's in Egypt right now. And he's taking this tour on the Nile, and he's going to these temples and tombs in Luxor, Egypt. Or is it Nubia? I don't know. But it's so cool. Dang. like I've rarely seen on social media like videos of the Nile River. And it's just something so cool. To see it through the lens of a friend was quite intriguing. All right, next question. What's on our mind? I'll show you what's on my mind. Show and tell. Today I brought books with me, published in April and May. I'm recording this on one of the last days of May. Meeting up with friends, and I'm showing off my books that we've published. We've published 12 books in 5 months. But what's on my mind in particular is Disco Epoch. It's a music album I put out this week. Last week, I had no intention or conception of creating a music album. And within a matter of 24 hours, I created a music album that I love and published a songbook with lyrics and images. That go along with it, and the theme, Disco Epoch. This is crazy. So what's been on my mind recently is AI. I've been using AI as a tool to help implement ideas with books. And I was playing with it a little bit more for this upcoming month. And then I set aside some time on Sunday and I created a project folder called Play. And all I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna try to do anything or work on anything. I just wanna play around with AI. And what I took on was lately, over the past few months, I've been really uninspired musically. What I mean by that is I'm just not finding music that I connect with and that I resonate with. And Spotify, I have Spotify Premium, and I don't feel that Spotify is doing, the algorithm is failing in presenting music to me that I want to hear, that I love, and just want more and more of. So then I asked ChatGPT, I listen to these artists, this kind of music, provide me 10 artists that I might like. So then it did that. And then I went through each one. And I'm just I'm not feeling it. So during this play session, I just started tinkering around with music. And here are my ideas. This is what I want. These are what I want the lyrics to be. This is what I want the vibe to be. This is what I want this to be, blah, 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 blah. I designed it. And ChatGPT couldn't create the music, but it could recommend me an AI source that could help out musically. And ChatGPT could provide the prompt and keywords and things to use to put in this other AI system. So I did that, and I was just having so much fun that within 2.5 hours, I had 20 tracks of music I love. And I put them on my phone, and I just could not stop listening to them. But it was so annoying because I was playing them from not Google Drive, but the iCloud Drive. And so within this, it doesn't go from one song to the next, and I can't do like repeat one and repeat the songs. So what I did is just upload them to Spotify, the entire album, design album artwork for it, so that I could listen to it the way I want to. And luckily, we built an infrastructure on Spotify already as an artist, Rich Hebron. So then within 24 hours, I created a music album, uploaded it, and distributed it to all the major streaming platforms. Then created and published a lyric book to go along with it. That is so dope. It's so cool. Oh, look at this photo I used on this one. Oh, yeah. Grand Marnier and Opera Light. So fun. I feel so energized by it. So today I'm like really... I have my dopamine fix pretty early. So that's been on my mind. But I'm thinking more about design and how more and more we have the technology to execute on our ideas. We can design what we want. Before this week, there wasn't music that I wanted. So I designed it and made it. I created it. And it's like mind-blowing to me. And so this week, let's add a question in here. What was the last thing that blew our mind? This could go in a number of different directions. Yeah, it's crazy because this music is exactly how I wanted it. The essence and spirit are like perfect. And been thinking about like philosophically, ethically, what it all means. And maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just keep let it breathe a bit. But I'm working with team members, and it's essentially the conversations that I'm having is like, I made this album in 2.5 hours. Within 24 hours, it's on Spotify now. It's on Apple Music. It's on YouTube Music. What is art now in the new millennium? Is art the finished product of a design, a vision of a creator? Is that what art is? Or is art the process of creating it and every little element that goes into it? And there's different views on it. I'm coming from an artistic education of Da Vinci, Andy Warhol, those two primarily. And especially Warhol. Warhol is about the execution of an idea and seeing things what other people aren't seeing what people see as common see the extraordinary. And a critique of Warhol is that it was like pop art and it was mass produced. But again, I respect the ideas behind it. And it's interesting that I feel like there's a lot of mentality that feels closer to the Renaissance period than it does this Millennium period. We have this romantic vision of what art should be and how it should be created. It's like we love the struggle. We love the struggle of art. And that it should be hard work. It should be, there's beauty in the manual labor of creating it. But at the same time, when you're going through Spotify and listening to songs that we love, we're not, at least I'm not asking if this was AI or not. I like it or I don't like it. And the creation process, Did you see that? That bird just hit me in the head. It was tired of my philosophical ramblings. So am I. Let's move on. One last note though, just AI, interesting, right? And how can we scale it to solve problems of our world? I do feel like I have a deeper connection with nature in a way. I feel slowed down. I recognize nature a little bit more. And birds have some personality. I can't believe that happened. What's a funny thing that happened in nature recently? That reminds me of this time. I was here in Chicago, and I went to the Levi's store. This is when I was wearing jeans before I wore my red pants. So I got new jeans, these dark blue jeans. And I stopped at the Levi's store on Michigan Avenue, and my other ones had holes in them. So then what I did is threw them out and wore the new ones as I continued on my journey for the day. And I went to the Field Museum by the lake. And I went to the museum afterwards. I got a Polish sausage, and I like putting the grilled onions and mustard on my Polish sausage. So I got one, and then by the lake, sitting on a bench, eating this Polish sausage. Then all of a sudden, a bird flew up and then hit my Polish sausage and it fell on the ground. And then I got mustard on my new jeans that I bought hours earlier. And I thought that was interesting. So this bird hitting me on the head reminded me of that. Yeah, what a beautiful day. Just a beautiful day, you know? have a big day ahead of me. I was going to get my hair cut, but we had to postpone it. My friend is not feeling well. I got to stop at this cigar shop, get some cigars. Got to add lighter fluid to my lighters. I use them a lot for incense, lighting incense and candles too. Get some sleeves for some new vinyl records. We've been working on Vinyl Records, the book. It's another one of our books from May. And took photos of vinyl records in my collection and put it together in a hardcover book. It's my first hardcover book. It's hard, baby. Yeah, and then I'm meeting up with friends later, and we're going to celebrate. The last time we went to this place, it's called Le Grand Bouchier. It's like French steakhouse in River North. So on my birthday in December, and I told my friend, I think I can publish 11 books next year. And right now we published 12 in 5 months. I want to do 4 next month. Maybe some new music albums too. Everything is just expanding. And that's the joy of summer and spring, you know, spring and summer growth. But it's really this like growth at exponential rate. So the question we want to ask now is, in what area have we been growing most? Yeah, I'm so energized I want to perform this and dance to it with others. So I bought a disco ball and a strobe light, just like some mini ones. I just want to, record like a live performance in the farmhouse studio. These images are perfect. I view every photo as an asset, digital asset, to be used however I want at any time in the future. So it might not be now that I'm using it. It might not be 5 years from now that I'm using it. But someday I might use it. Like that, this last photo was taken in the Louvre back in 2020, I believe. January 2020, right? It's just a cool photo. But, you know, now May 2025, that's when I chose to use it. My iCloud account and my Google Drive, my Google account are my most prized possessions, maybe. That's a weird word to use. But those are those are very important to me. And I think if you're going to create things, or the important things in life should be aligned with something that you know will be around for a very long time. So choosing Google over, say, Dropbox, or like Apple over other different like photo organization softwares. They're going to exist beyond ourselves, So then at your funeral, or when we pass, we give people our accounts so then they can use them at our funerals and estate planning or whatever. That's where the good stuff is. The treasure trove. So what's our most prized digital possessions? Next question, a little bit of a left turn. Think of someone we dislike. Now, hopefully you'd have to think a little bit more, really search in your mind. I don't want to use the word hate, but I want us to dissect that relationship. Like, why don't we like them? Could it just be a misunderstanding and a not thinking of where they're coming from, where they are behaving or acting in that way? Like, can we take a step back? And we're not acknowledging who's right, who's wrong, but can we just gain a little bit more perspective on where that person is coming from? And just like how they're approaching the world. And then recalculate our expectations of them. If there's someone that we don't like, and the way they treat us, we feel disrespected or unappreciated, something like that, could we then just like observe them, see them for who they are, and readjust our own expectations of them? And expectations of the moments that we're going to interact with them. If we're used to bad experiences in our interactions, why are we expecting why are we expecting them to act differently? You know what I mean? Just kind of laugh at it. Like, everyone just kind of makes the world go round. I think that's interesting. Everybody's doing something. Everybody's doing their thing. Everybody has insecurities. Everybody's got too much in their heads, probably. And that's why, again, we go back to breathing. And that's why we start with breathing, is that for as accelerated as our world is becoming, as complex and nuanced as society is growing, the basics and the fundamentals are just being here and just breathing. It's that simple. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Just be here now. What's our favorite place to be here now? We're boomeranging back to how we started. This is my last notebook. What I'm going to do this month for June is design my own notebook. It's gonna be awesome. I gotta calculate that's gonna be the hardest aspect, is knowing like the ruled lines, how far apart, and what we want with that. See, this one was published by Bloom Books. Bloomplanners.com. Designed in the USA, printed in China. I saw this tag the other day that was like Americana. The whole brand was Americana and like USA cowboy hats. Americana, and that is made in China. Jesus Christ. My notebooks are going to be designed and printed in the United States of America. Depending on what Amazon does. I don't know. Wherever they want to print them. This one was printed in Moni, Illinois. Shout out to the great state of Illinois, where I'm currently sitting. This was printed on May 27th, 2025. Disco Epoch. So let's go back to one of the questions that we usually have, and that's what are we curious about recently? I was really thinking about this question, and it led me to playing with what I'm curious about, really pursuing that. Not even pursuing, playing, you know? Then let's close that out with what are we energized for in the next week? Enjoy this day. This is all we have. All we have is today. Enjoy it. All right, so this concludes our Rich Reflections session. Thank you for being here. It's good. It's good to think more intentionally about life and indulge in our curiosities. And just keep moving forward. Just keep going forward, baby. We'll see you next time. Inspire the future.